Not affected.
No, they want to take it out.
Or
out
to
the
take
vegetation
the
and put
that's
cobblestones
no
in
good.
there.
So this one is the one of the main boulevards.
This
here
is
in
one of the
Cusco?
main avenues, not boulevards.
Avenue. Yeah.
Wilfredito, dime papi.
Okay, so today is what is the 12th? 12th of March 2024, and we are going to Sun Valley with our friend Gustavo and the driver. So, well, they didn't have another car. They gave us this big bus only for the 4 of us.
Yeah, normal.
So we'll see.
Peru, but in this case, these people are gonna start to live there. They are gonna make those kind of roads. You see, dirty roads, and they are gonna build a small, tiny house in there, and then they are gonna put kind of
Fence,
kind of.
Oh, and then they will say that's mine.
And then they will say that's mine, and they will have proofs that they are living there for more than 3 or 5 years. And after that, the government
It's their own property, yeah.
Government is gonna say, okay, if you are living there after 3 or 5 years, that could belong to you.
That's the Sun Valley, Cusco area. After we are gonna visit a church after this trip, and in the evening. Gustavo will drive us to the airport because we are going to Lima. What a waste to the gasoline, such a big car for only 4 people, eh? So what is here?
This is the first place we call TIPON.
TIPON.
In here we are going to talk about some terraces which is related to agriculture, but not only that, we are going to talk about the hydraulic system.
Oh, the hydraulic system. That's Inca or pre-Inca?
Inca. And how perfect they are going to make the different channels in here, and how they are going to gather the water from the springs.
Right.
Because we are going to have water channels in here that are gonna come from. They used to come from the top of the mountain where there used to be glaciers over there. Okay?
I went on a horse because with the motorbike.
Why am I also? Vegetation. In this case, because of the weather condition in here and this microclimate, is gonna be like this all the year. Doesn't change. And we are going to find these kind of plants. All of them are going to be endemic from here.
All year round.
Chachacomas, and the different bushes. All of them. Of course, in rainy season, it's going to be a little bit more green. But all the time, like this.
Those yellow ones, you mean?
Also,
Yeah.
in rainy season, the yellow ones are going to grow more.
Cincuna cancha.
Cancha is enclosure.
Enclosure. Oh, like a wall.
Yeah. So Cincuna is the place over here. I'm not sure what that means Cincuna. It's a native word, but I'm not sure what that means. This is a kind of cherry.
Nice, hot weather. So we are here at about 3,400 meters altitude. Gustavo, it's too hot for you?
No, it's normal for me.
It's good, eh?
For you, it's too hot, right? No,
It's okay.
Let's see. December, January, February, March, April, and May probably.
Mm-hmm.
As it is gonna be the rainy season, it's gonna be more fresh.
Mm-hmm.
During June, July, August, September, October, it is all clean, but it's dry season, so it's very hot
Hot.
and the air is very dry. So for me, this time to come here
It's the
because of
best.
the weather, and it's because we saw all green,
Yeah,
right? In
yeah,
all the days,
yeah.
all green. It's one of the best times also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is chilka. We are gonna use first to as a natural dye with the baby alpaca fiber. We are gonna obtain the green from that one. Second, as a repellent for worms. I told you the other day in Ollantaytambo, in the storage, we used to use that one and the mint muña to put in the base
In between.
or cover the potatoes or the corn
Yeah,
or
to
the different
protect
products
it.
to protect them also for that. So those
Chilka.
that is chili.
So it's a repellent.
Yeah, repellent. Also in other cases
Water coming from the main reservoir from uphill, it's feeding all those terraces, which are actually a microclimate.
about the different plants around the world. Those two important tickets is a lot of money. Just multiply that for almost 3 million people in a year.
That are visiting Peru.
Of course, it's helping for the heritage.
Not a lot, to be honest, because there are going to be countries.
To be invested, but it's enough to be invested in the right way.
Yeah, that is true.
You don't need a lot if you have a good mind
Yeah,
to invest.
because in high season,
Maybe up to here, it's sand.
look, fertile soil, sand, gravel, and in the base is huge stones. And in the mirror, through the mirror, we are going to have the drainage system, which is going to be water channels. So all the water in rainy season that is going to come down from the mountains are going to come through the
Water
terraces.
channel,
And then Then they're gonna go to the next water channels and then they go down.
So the Peruvian are calling this one hydraulic wonder, and it's from Inca time, about 600 years old. Correct?
Correct.
No.
Because of the manage of water they're gonna do in here. Rainy season.
The water channel only when it's rainy season and it's water, and the water drains
Yeah.
through those channels.
Those ones over there is during all the year. Why?
Because it's lots of water.
They come from a spring.
The mountain, yeah.
Look at that one over there. How they're coming. Yeah. Yes, about the location.
As a Roman viaduct, a way of carrying water.
And something very important to see here. This was an underground water channel. But once they start to study, they just take it all the stones that were covering these water channels and the soil that was covering it. But this is how all the drainage system, all the water channels are gonna work. Like this.
Yeah.
This kind of water.
The water
channel.
is so clean, eh?
It's clean because it's coming from the spring.
From the spring, yeah. That's a wonder.
This is perfection. To
And
me, this is perfection.
This is perfection and symmetry.
In symmetry, yes.
It's basically how these people are gonna manage the speed of the water.
They manage the speed of the water. It's like a dam.
Yeah, it's all of them. You see, in the four of them is
It's
the same amount.
distributed.
With the same amount of
Doesn't
water.
flood.
Yeah, and then over here all the water at the same time is coming back, and it's gonna be separated in the different.
Very interesting, those retaining walls. They have a degree of 8 to 12 degrees towards the mountains, so that will hold the soil. Very nice retaining wall. I wish I could have something like that for my home, because my retaining wall at home it's falling. So what did you see here?
We saw a catfish over there.
Oh, catfish. Oh, small ones. Small ones. Yeah, yeah.
And sure, food, do their ceremonies or everything about it.
Talking.
Okay, talking. So these people is gonna basically adopt this concept of this way of building of the next place we are gonna go, PIKILLAQTA.
Pitiriassa.
Culture, Prinka culture. Because they are gonna be the first that are gonna do the streets, passages, and this kind of culture, this kind of buildings. Now, once they are gonna make this kind of buildings, you are gonna see that in all the places that we have visited, you are gonna see those windows, right?
Yeah, even Machu Picchu, you saw them.
Most of them, or almost all of them, trapezoidal shape, right?
Yeah.
All of them. What was the purpose? Because also the gate over there, if you see, there was a trapezoidal purpose. Also, it's a knowledge that these people are going to learn from pre-Inca cultures. They are going to start to make that one because it's anti-seismic.
Yeah, it's more resistive
resistant
to
to
the earthquakes.
It
Different
has a
movements.
little bit of the triangular.
It's a wider
It's the
base.
same that if I am standing like this, someone is going to push me, I will fall, right? But
Yeah.
if I am standing like this, someone is going to push me,
Yeah.
I will have more resistance, stability, right? And most of the time, when you see these closed windows, it's because these people are going to put their personal values in those places. And you are going to find
Like a storage.
not like a storage, their personal belongings.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So
Or if it is going to be a temple, the different garments that these people is going to use. Important people.
Oh,
Shaman.
yeah,
And
yeah.
the people that is going to serve to him. Some soldiers, and in this case, these ladies we call Aklias, okay, which were important ladies, the most beautiful. They say that they used to serve to the Incas. Okay.
So they were cooking, they were taking care of kids, they had many wives.
They used to.
They have many ladies.
Yeah, they used to have many wives in the way that they are gonna make relation with different tribes in this case to get an agreement. So once they are gonna not get married, political agreement.
This one is another archaeological site.
Pre-Inca.
Pre-Inca, yeah. So after we visit this one, we are gonna visit a church, and we'll have lunch, and then we go to the airport and fly to Lima. In Lima, we are gonna stay in a friend's Airbnb apartments in Victor apartments. Victor is a friend of Alexandra and Piero, and he has a few properties here in Lima. And tomorrow we are gonna do a tour of Lima with a different company. Yeah.
But you see in the middle of this, first, second, there is a narrow passage.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
There is a street. And the other street is the one that is up there, that is crossing all the town. Talking about this place, we have to talk about one critical culture we call Wari. They developed between 400 after Christ to 1100 after Christ. Okay? It is around 700 years. And they are going to develop at the same time than Tiahuanaco. Remember what we talked about Tiahuanaco?
Yeah.
The one that developed near the Titicaca Lake?
Yeah.
Where the Incas came from? Okay, those ones. At the same time they're going to develop, they're going to have contact between the two of them. One of them are going to be experts in the production of potatoes. Farmers, basically. And the others are going to be experts in the raising of llamas and alpacas. Okay? Cotton. Okay? So, as they are going to be because the animals were dying because lack of water. Huge drought that is going to happen in those times. As this is going to disappear, by the time as human beings we have to look for new places. Where can we move all our people, and where can we start again? Right? Some of them they're going to make it, and now we know interest. But some of them they're going to not make it. Where small people used to live, okay, because of the size of the enclosure. But it is not the enclosures in pre-Inca times. 7,000 enclosures. In each family is gonna be between 5, 6, 7, or 8, right?
Family members, yeah.
In those times, the family members are gonna be like that. Nowadays, I was telling to you also, in some other places, we talk about native people. The native people, they're gonna have around 5, 6, 7, which is gonna be completely normal. Why? Because in the highlands, more is sweet.
How it's called? Moni?
Molle.
Molie.
Yeah. At the beginning is sweet, but then it's gonna be kind of pepper.
Pepper.
Yeah.
Oh, pepper?
And now there are gonna be some restaurants that they are gonna start to use this as white pepper.
So you mean spicy?
Yeah. At the beginning is sweet,
Sweet.
and then it's kind of pepper.
And how do you know it's ready when it's red?
The red one is ready.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know
no-
what good this is?
But then how it does it taste like?
A little bit bitter.
Yeah. Change, right?
That's,
Still good.
that's pepper.
Is the way how nowadays in some of the communities the people are gonna live. Imagine all the size of the rooms in all of this place, but we are gonna have around 7,000. So it was kind of the capital of those times of the pre-Inca culture we call Wari. Trujillo? Chan Chan? It's similar. Kind of hair.
Yeah, the one in Trujillo is the same.
And how the slaves that lost the battle.
Yeah, it's similar drawing. And in those times for the city there is just there was, I'm not sure if there is still a small lake or lagoon in the middle of the town. Not anymore. Now it's right there. When I went on 2003 there was still
There's nothing.
no.
It looks like a baby.
Remember this?
Yeah. Yeah. So usually were there related families? Like
Not-
let's say I'm sitting here, Julia is sitting there with her family, Alexandra there with her family.
yes.
More like it?
More like that. In any case, in those times, we are gonna call to this activity Aini, that is gonna begin in pre-Inca times, okay, with this culture. Basically, share, give, and you are gonna have some.
Yeah.
Okay, main activities they are gonna have. They're gonna bring some corn. They're gonna bring some potatoes. They're gonna bring some of plaster. First
For
clay,
isolation.
yeah, first clay and then the lime in there.
Was this where the stove was? The stove?
The stove. The kind of ovens that they are gonna have
Yeah, that's what I mean.
in those times
Oven.
is way the tambo.
So this one is the main avenue.
One of the main avenues.
Wow.
One of the main avenues. We are gonna have many of the main avenues. The other main avenue over there is covering all the way. Those two. That one, the big one over there.
Yeah, how old?
That one and that one. Between 500, 600 years old.
And what trees are those?
The tree, the name is Pisonai. Pisonai.
Pisonai.
Well, I don't know why do they do that, because they say the flash is gonna damage the canvas and the paintings, all of those kind of things. Yeah.
Okay, so what's about
Yeah,
this church?
if
Tell
I
me.
don't do with flash, why can't I do that? And then, again, this kind of stones, you see, that were brought or they were took from the different temples, because there was a temple, you see?
Oh yeah.
The bases,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bases
yeah,
over
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And what's the name of this church?
Is San Pedro de Andahuaylillas.
And what city is here?
The small town we're calling here is Andahuaylillas.
Andahuaylilla.
Andahuaylillas. So that church is going to be advocated to San.
We are not allowed to take pictures in the church. Our friend Gustavo took us to the airport. Before we came here, we went to a nice restaurant and we ate together with the driver and Gustavo. And now we are in the airport on our way to Lima. And about Cusco, I think that's one of the most beautiful cities that I saw in my life. And that's how I say it. Until next time, I wish you safe travels and keep well. Francis of Assisi. San Francis
So
of Assisi.
we went where?
In Spain, I think they had.
In Romania, it's San Francesc, something like that. No,
San
Santo Francis.
Francis.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know about Santo Francis, but we know there are many. Santo Francis is one of them.
So we are not allowed to take pictures here as well.
And that this is the porch made of modern stone with the image of the Immaculate Conception in the center, who is the patron saint of Franciscans. And beside her, St. Francis and St. Dominic. St. Francis, the founder of Franciscan order, and St. Dominic, the founder of Dominican order. They are always represented together, both in Franciscan and Dominican churches and museums.
St. Francis of Assisi in Lima. I find this church extremely impressive. Probably as impressive as the Vatican. About 600 years old. The library, the bibliothèque, books about 600 years old. Ossuary, the catacombs, bones, thousands and thousands and thousands of skulls, and that makes me think how insignificant we are as humans. A beautiful day in Lima, about 29 degrees Celsius.
If you have just the shirt.
Tiene solo el polo, sí, sin esto.
Lots of stores here, like everywhere actually. Casa de la Literatura Peruana.
Thank you very much. Me vale 5 soldi.
Plaza Mayor. It's like Plaza de Armas in other cities.
Yeah.
But here, because it's a big city, they call it Plaza Mayor.
Actually, it's also called Plaza de Armas here, but I like to use Plaza Mayor because Plaza Mayor actually means main square.
Main square,
So
yeah.
that's the accurate translation. But Plaza de Armas is correct too because
Yeah.
It's called the Plaza de Armas. Now I understand why.
That's the reason.
Look who is.
Da, ăla cere bani.
So an English translation for Plaza de Armas would be Army Square.
Army Square, yeah.
Why is this guy sitting
Because
here?
he's asking money. As simple as that.
Oh, now I understand the balcony. I got it.
Uh-huh.
Para irnos por chodźcie ze mną, a ona chodźcie.